Cruise lines are only in it for the money. What every cruise ship needs is a robot bartender. Somebody needs to get control of them kids. And there's some things you should not post on the internet because you never know who's gonna read it. Good Saturday morning, everybody. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to this week's episode of What Every Cruiser Wants. And we are back, and we have new cruise comments for you this week. I'm going to read you the comments. We're going to talk about the comments, and then we're going to ask ourselves, are these people right? Are these people wrong? Are they speaking for everybody out there? Do they know what every cruiser wants? Well, let's jump in and let's find out. First up today, I personally think cruising, it's a budget-friendly way to vacation. Yes, there are plenty of extras you can pay for on a cruise, but you don't have to pay for those if you don't want to. Yes, if you book a non-refundable deposit and you cancel, you're not going to get refunded. And those are just some examples I can think of off the top of my head as to why a person might write this. Carnival is nothing but a money grab. Why is it taking people so long to figure it out? Now, this particular comment lacks a little context. Why does this person think that Carnival is a money grab? Is this an example of nickel and diming? Is this an example of I didn't get my deposit back when I booked a non-refundable cruise? Is it a whole other reason? One of the comments I see associated with this sort of thing the most, of course, is the cruise line nickel and dimes you to death. And I can get where it seems like that sometimes, but remember, you don't have to pay for the extra things on board the ship. Your cabin is included in your cruise fare. You can eat in the buffet, you can eat in the main dining room, you can eat in included restaurants. A lot of the shows and entertainment on board is free, or not free, but included in your cruise fare already. So it is fully possible to cruise without incurring a whole bunch of onboard spending. But I think the best comment I've seen to this to date was just the other day, and someone had a response to those that say, cruise lines are doing nothing but nickel and diming us. And they said what they feel that is that a budget cruiser looking for an all elite inclusive experience, and that those $2 amounts they don't meet. If you're on a strict small tight budget looking for an all inclusive, includes everything, you want to do it all and not spend another dime, that's not something you're going to get in cruising. And they say that that's usually the people that scream nickel and diming the most. But you guys will have to let me know. Is there any merit to that at all? Now, we all know different cruise ships have different things. And people always want their favorite cruise thing on their cruise line. They love to say, well, so-and-so has this. You should get this too because you're falling behind. You're not with the trend. You're not with the times. You're missing out on what cruisers want. But, I mean, are they always right? Put a robot bartender on Carnival ships. 2 cruise lines, blank and blank, have them now. Catch up, Carnival. People love this. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, I love it when they put just saying at the end. Because I know that one of those 2 cruise lines, at least, Royal Caribbean, does have a robot bartender on board in the Bionic Bar. I also happen to know that the Bionic Bars seem to be getting taken out during refits and replaced with other things because they're not the popular money generating revenue venue that they thought it was going to be. I personally think the Bionic Bar was a one and done. I've done it, I've tried it, I don't need it again. Wasn't the greatest thing I've ever been to and done. And apparently a lot of other cruisers feel that way because that's how a cruise line decides that they're going to take a venue out. They look and see what's not popular, what's not making us money, what is not making the people run to it and want to participate in this activity. And well, apparently the Bionic Bar just didn't make it. So while the person that wrote this comment may love robot bartenders, other cruise lines are actually taking them off, so probably not a smart idea for Carnival. Just saying. Now, we do a lot of comments on here where we ask if people are right, people are wrong. Do we agree? So I thought, let's throw in one that I do believe the majority of us will agree with. Because I'm pretty sure if you've been on a cruise recently, we all know that there's some parents on there, some parents on there, not all. We're not throwing everybody into a big old nasty heap here, but there are some parents on the cruise ships that they don't watch their kids. They just pretty much are like, you're free, go do whatever you want to do, and we'll deal with the consequences later. They feel they're on vacation. Why do they need to watch their own children? And this creates problems on cruise ships. It creates some chaos. It creates some issues. And when it does, people get upset. People get frustrated. People write in a comment. Just got off the Mardi Gras. All I can say is Carnival really needs to get strict with kids running around without any parents. Watched a bunch of kids running around, bumped into an old lady with a cane, knocking her down and then walking away. Then up top was watching two boys taking golf clubs and whacking balls across the ship into the water. Numerous times they ran into people, hopping elevators and pushing all the buttons for fun. Every single time, not a parent in sight. And just to say, I have a lot of kids, and I have taken them one time on a cruise and never allowed them to be out of sight, especially a 5-year-old. I've seen poor little kids around that age walking around lost. People need to do better, and Carnival needs also to do better. I fully agree that there are some parents out there that need to do better. Cruise ship is not a free-for-all for you just to let your kids do whatever they want to do. The real question here is it Carnival's responsibility to police these children? Does Carnival need to do better? Or should Carnival simply hold the parents responsible for these problems on board the ship? Instead of Carnival watching the kids, policing the kids, dealing with the kids, when an incident happens, perhaps Carnival should simply immediately deal with the parents. The parents face the consequences for the actions of their children. You guys let me know who is responsible. Is it the parents? Is it the cruise line? Is it both? And finally, look, I'm not here to judge you people's choices. I'm not here to judge people's past. But I am here to say that if you are thinking about doing something you shouldn't do, if you are thinking about doing something that can be construed as illegal, perhaps, just perhaps, you should not post it in a public forum on the internet for everybody to read, because you never know who's going to see it, and you don't know what kind of person that is. They could turn you in, they could rat you. I mean, you just never know. And while it's nobody else's business, some of the choices that people make, when you post them on the internet, you're kind of putting it out there for everybody. No rude comments. Just need answers from people who have advice. My boyfriend is on probation for drug charges. I booked a last-minute cruise this weekend without thinking he needed a ton of time to ask his probation officer for permission. She cannot get it signed by the judge in enough time to leave the country. Will Carnival know that he is on probation? Has anybody traveled while on probation without letting their PO know? Will Carnival know? I am thinking we can go and just won't get off at any ports. We are leaving out of Port Canaveral. Again, whatever happened here in this situation, really none of our concern. This is between them, the PO, the cruise line, and law enforcement, and all that other kind of stuff. That part isn't my business. Will Carnival know? Possibly, maybe, maybe not. Will immigration and customs know that you're not supposed to leave the country? Honestly, not sure about that either. I will say that getting on the ship and leaving the country, whether you get off in the ports or not, that won't make any difference whatsoever as to the offense. But my point of this entire comment is don't post this stuff publicly, because you never know who's reading it. The cruise lines routinely follow stuff on social media. They read cruise comments, cruise questions. They read things that people post because they're curious to know what are people thinking, what's going on. What new trick is somebody trying to do to sneak something on board our ships? Cruise lines are paying attention. So all I really got to say here is I would ask other people that somehow doesn't involve a public forum before you make this type of decision, because you never know when this is going to come back, and this could, very much could, bite you in the backside later on. But what do you guys think? Is it a good idea for them to go on a cruise at all? Would it be too much risk for you? Do you think they should just go ahead and go for it and see what happens? And do you think this kind of thing should be posted on the internet, especially if you're hoping to get away with it? You guys, let me know in the comments below. Are they right or are they wrong? And that's going to be our video this week for what every cruiser wants. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of today's comments? Agree, disagree, right, wrong? Is this really what every cruiser wants? Now, if you've enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.